If you're still suffering from a post-Super Bowl excess of testosterone, there's nothing that clears the air quite like a healthy dose of stuffy English emotional dramas.
If you think that emotions can't be bottled, clearly you haven't seen anything with a corset in it.
So tonight we're prescribing costume dramas to cure what ails ya.
I'm Anne Boleyn.
And I'm Marie Antoinette.
Let us be your viewing doctors on
The Couch.
There are movies that you watch for the story, or the acting, or the social impact. And then there are movies that you watch for purely aesthetic reasons.
And nowhere is the term costume porn more appropriate than in these three luscious films.
Under no circumstances should you ever Google the term costume porn. It does not mean what we think it should mean. That being said, in no particular order, our three favorite pieces of costume porn.
We start off with Marie Antoinette. This movie has no plot. They try for a little while when they're talking about her not having a baby, and then she has a baby, and then the plot goes away.
It's like a biopic, but with really bad acting and really boring script and sort of manufactured drama.
But it's really pretty.
It's really pretty.
There's like 70 costume changes in the movie, and each one of them is absolutely fantastic.
There's some pretty stunning wigs as well, and it's all got a sort of a pastel theme to it, so everything's cohesive, and it really plays into that whole idea of the French court as being opulent and flippant and
not actually about anything.
Moving from the 1700s to the 1800s, our next pick is
The Secret of Moonacre.
This is a kids' movie, and it has this problem where it's been adapted from a book, and I get the feeling, I haven't read the book, but I get the feeling that they left some stuff out.
It just starts moving really quickly, and there's a point where you start to think, you know, I think I'm missing a lot of really crucial information.
And I guess if you were a kid, you could kind of just go along with that. As an adult, I was a little confused.
But it looks pretty.
So pretty.
And whereas Marie Antoinette had this very pastel palette, this movie is much more lush and vivid, kind of in keeping with the fantastical theme.
And it's, you know, incredibly embroidered cloth, and the girl who is wearing these fantastic bustle dresses, I'm not sure about the accuracy of that, but she looks really good in a bustle dress. And they're all sort of beautifully embroidered and very expensive looking, and she's supposed to be broke, isn't she?
Well, she's supposed to be broke. She's also meandering around in the forest in these elaborate gowns, and it seems a little impractical.
Don't apply logic. It's really pretty.
It's really pretty. And moving from the 1800s to a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, our final pick of the night is Star Wars: Attack of the Clones. This movie is the epitome of a costume porn because you don't really watch it for the dialogue or the characters.
I have so many things to say about this movie, and none of them are polite. This movie is the worst stain on the Star Wars franchise name that has ever fouled the earth with its stench. But the costumes are really pretty.
They're so pretty. We picked this one because it's a very different film from the other two. It's clearly fantasy, and it's sci-fi, and so there was no factual basis for any of the costumes that she's wearing, so they got to make up just whatever the heck they wanted, and they did a really good job.
So it's just going to show that to be costume porn, it doesn't necessarily have to be set in the distant past. It could be set in the distant past that is somehow the future. I love Star Wars!
You might be thinking that all period costume dramas are the same, and you might actually be correct.
In the vast sea of historical stories that you could be telling, you cannot swing a cucumber sandwich without hitting 20 adaptations of Jane Austen novels.
So with perfectly respectable manners, we must inquire, why are there two of these? Our first adaptation of the night is Pride and Prejudice. First, the miniseries with Colin Firth and Jennifer L., and also the 2005 version with Keira Knightley and Matthew Macfadyen. The short answer to this question is because sometimes you just don't have 6 hours to devote to this.
These are pretty much equally good. They're just different. The 95 version is a little more faithful to the book. The costumes are really good, and it's just longer. Our next adaptation is Emma, and we'll be comparing the Gwyneth Paltrow movie with the Romola Garai miniseries. We should also say that there is a Kate Beckinsale version and a version from the 70s.
Not to mention Clueless, which is actually secretly Jane Austen.
The short answer here is because sometimes you want more than 2 hours. I prefer the miniseries in this case because Emma is a complicated character, and it's really easy to not like her. And it's not to say that the Gwyneth Paltrow version isn't good. It is good, but I think it benefits from the longer viewing.
Our next adaptation is Mansfield Park. First, the 1999 version with Frances O'Connor, and the 2007 version with Billie Piper. The short answer here is the 99 version had a really weird subplot about slavery in the West Indies. It was awkward.
They totally crowbarred that in. That's not in the book at all. It was weird.
Yeah.
Our next adaptation is Persuasion. Both the Ciarán Hinds version and the Rupert Penry-Jones version from 2007.
I don't know why there's two of these. Maybe you don't like Ciarán Hinds?
Maybe you don't like Rupert Penry-Jones, because if you don't, then you should get your head checked.
And our final adaptation for the night is Sense and Sensibility. There is no reason to have two of these. The Ang Lee Emma Thompson version was the best ever. Everyone else can go home.
It's sort of sad because the more modern miniseries, it even looks and sounds like it's trying to be the Emma Thompson version, which is just, don't. And honorable mention thrown out to Northanger Abbey. There are two versions of these. One is from 2007 and one is from the 70s. Don't watch the one from the 70s, just watch the one from 2007. It's pretty good. Moving on to things we're excited about. If you're not watching Downton Abbey on Masterpiece Theater or you haven't already streamed it illegally, then you should watch it on Masterpiece Theater where it's very legal and you can watch it online for free. And it's public television, so you should watch it. And also, it's really, really good. It's an excellently written drama, and it's a beautiful, beautiful costume piece in a time period that doesn't get done often enough.
Downton Abbey is currently airing season 3. It's been approved for a season 4, and
Which is sort of weird because I think they only planned for 3 seasons, so we'll see what they do.
there's possibly a season 5 in the works, maybe? We don't know. Maybe? Maybe? Now for something completely different. Next up on our list of exciting things, Community Season 4 starts on Thursday. It may say February 7th, but we all know that it's October 19th in our hearts. And finally on our list of exciting things for the night is House of Cards, which premiered in its entirety on Netflix on Friday, February the 1st. This is super exciting because it has industry implications. Look, Netflix outbid several other networks for this series, which stars Kevin Spacey and Robin Wright. It's a big political drama that Netflix really put a lot of time and money into, and it just looks really quality. So it's really exciting because it's one of the first shows made directly for the internet, with actual backing and production value behind it. So I'm super excited to see it, and I hope it does really well. Netflix has a couple other shows coming out later this year, so definitely keep a lookout for those.
Hopefully that'll take off.
Yes.
So that's what we're excited about this week.
Tune in next time.
And until then, keep watching. Beheaded Queens for the win!
Yes!